Howdy mates, here we are. Here's a part 4 video today. We're still over at the Buckthorn Gardens, because as you can tell, you can somewhat still see the tower in the distance, but rather right beside the gardens is the Pine Ridge Preserve, which is it's a hiking trail that's about 1.5 miles one way. So in total, about 3. But this particular preserve, it really just takes you through some of what you call Lake Wales Ridge. So you can tell that there's some rolling topography over here. And this is it's an increasingly rare habitat that is found in Florida. I mean, there's really only a handful left, or I should say remaining. Beside the point, what makes Lake Wales Ridge so important is the fact that there are so many different rare plants that you can find here, such as, just to name a couple, sandhill wireweed, or the Florida Ziziphus, which I'm sure some of you have heard of. Florida Ziziphus is a shrub, basically, and it is considered an endangered plant, and you can only find it at the LWR. Now, there are populations of the Ziziphus found here. However, the section that I saw them in, they were in a prescribed burn area. So, that being said, you won't quite see them in bloom right now because of that fact. But they do, of course, rise again. They resprout. But anyway, where I'm at in particular, we're seeing some examples of longleaf pine, which I have provided discussion on before, so I'm not going to go too much into detail about that. You'll just have to look through some of my inventory of older videos. But anyway, longleaf pine, same thing, is increasingly rare in the state, even though it was once very predominant throughout the southeast. But of course, due to development, that has put their population at risk. However, though, fortunately, we're in an area that is highly protected, hence they cannot be touched. But really, though, what made me really excited to make this video is to point out these guys right here. Passiflora incarnata, also known as the purple passionflower. Now, there are several species of Passiflora. I believe the one in particular that is native to Florida is the one I just mentioned, incarnata. However, though, some of our more commercialized passionflower is Passiflora sedulus, which is actually grown in South America. So, that being said, it is a rather global plant in terms of where it grows, even though there's several different species. Now, you may have guessed, given that it's called either passionflower or passionvine, because as you can see, there is a bit of a vine pattern right here, and it literally, see this? They're connected to one another. So given that, they do produce a fruit that some of you, I'm sure, have heard of. It is known as passionfruit. Crazy, right? Yes, these particular plants do produce passionfruit. I'm trying to see. I saw a good example just a moment ago. Give me a second. Here we go. Found it. So here you go. This is essentially what passion fruit looks like. Now, they are far from being anywhere near ripe. Usually, when they are ripe, they have a bit more of a reddish color, and they have some wrinkles on them. That's when you know that the passion fruit is ripe. However, though, more of our commercial passion fruit is from South America, not North America. But passion fruit is filled with a bundle of seeds, and it's also very high heart healthy potassium and fiber. So that being said, it's actually a really good fruit to incorporate in your diet, even though it's very hard to come by sometimes. But you can see here that it's actually very abundant. And just look at the flowers, though. They're so they just remind you of looking at something out of a Dr. Seuss book. So that, they have all those attractive features so that they can gain attention from the pollinators, such as bees, native bees, anyways. But yeah, you can see they're all over around here. Pretty darn cool. So alright, you guys, thank you for watching. Hope you gained something of value. I mean, it seems like there doesn't seem to be much known about passion fruit, and the fact that they don't really get the emphasis like they should, considering that it's actually a very healthy fruit. Granted, they are a little sour, but what they do for your health, though, I'd say it's worth it. Alright, you guys, take care. Enjoy your Sunday. Alright, take it easy.